We have come a long way from the point when electric cars were nothing but golf carts and an attempt of automakers to comply with emission standards. The modern EVs are steadily taking over the world and are already competing for the titles of supercars with unbeatable acceleration and impressive speeds. In this episode, you will see the fastest and most advanced models that exist today and stand against the internal combustion domination on the tracks and highways. Will they be able to oust Bugattis and Koenigseggs, or will those manufacturers themselves turn to electric propulsion? Let's watch and find out. But before we do, subscribe to Automotive Territory and enjoy the ride. Pininfarina Battista. Even though hypercars at motor shows are not something to be surprised about, those that run on electric power are still quite rare. The Italian-designed and manufactured Pininfarina Battista is among the newest in this class. The state-of-the-art emission-free beast promises to be one of the fastest cars in the world, with 0 to 60 time standing under 2 seconds and the top speed of 217 miles per hour. The Battista uses a monocoque carbon fiber body with dynamic design and butterfly doors. Its 120 kWh battery sends power to 4 electric motors, one at each wheel, which deliver the total output of whopping 1,900 horsepower and 1,696 pound-feet of torque. If somehow you are still not amazed, then Pininfarina promises the Battista to have a single charge range of 280 miles with a fast charge to 80% taking just 40 minutes. And finally, to emphasize the exclusiveness of the first Italian electric hypercar, only 150 units of these will be built. ASLV Owl. Aiming for the title of the fastest accelerating electric supercar in the world, the Japanese ASLV Owl becomes 3 times more powerful than originally planned and now carries a $3.5 million price tag, which is almost $1 million lower than the $4.4 million one reported in 2018. The car comes powered by 2 electric motors that allow for an all-wheel drive system and produce the total output of 1,150 horses and 653 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain ensures the guaranteed 0 to 62 time of 1.92 seconds, but the car has been actually tested to do the deed in just 1.89 seconds. The production-ready version of the ASLV Owl also boasts longer driving range that has been increased from 93 to 186 miles on each charge. This upgrade, however, added to the car's weight that grew from 1,870 pounds to 3,300. Mark 0. Piech Automotive is a young Swiss-German automobile manufacturer that is headed by Anton Piech, the great-grandson of the founder of German automaking, Ferdinand Porsche. In 2019, the brand unveiled its first project, a fully electric supercar named Mark 0. The automobile has stunning Grand Tourer styling, low stance and large wheels, but we're more interested in what is going on under the polished looks. A new generation battery sends power to 3 electric motors, one at the front axle and 2 at the rear, each delivering 204 horses. The company claims its battery does not heat as much as the others, can be cooled by air alone, and is going to be able to recharge to 80% in under 5 minutes. With this setup, the Mark 0 is expected to need just 3 seconds to sprint to 60 mph and will conquer 311 miles on a full charge. GFG Stanza Kangaroo. One of the several wonders of Italian automaking that have been presented in 2019, this concept from GFG Style is what the creators call a hyper SUV. The model was developed by the famous designers Giorgetto and Fabrizio Giorgiaro, and at the first glance, it is a regular supercar. It is dynamic, low-slung, and designed specifically for track. Plus, the Kangaroo also boasts lightweight carbon fiber bodywork, 22-inch wheels, and beefed-up powertrain. Its 90 kWh battery powers 2 motors, which net the total output of 483 HP and 501 pound-feet of torque. This allows the concept to go from a standstill to 62 and 3.8 seconds and achieves the electronically limited 155 miles per hour top speed. However, one thing that makes Kangaroo unique is its hydraulic suspension that has 3 selectable modes: racing, road, and off-road, and adjusts ground clearance accordingly, from supercar-like 5.5 inches to Toyota Land Cruiser-like 10.2 inches. Tesla Roadster. When talking about the new electric supercars, of course we could not miss the upcoming Tesla Roadster, as it is still the most anticipated electric vehicle of the year 2020. The model is expected to undercut performance brands like Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, and Porsche, since the promised performance specifications are truly mind-blowing. The 0-60 acceleration should take 1.9 seconds, 0-100 mph 4.2 seconds, and quarter-mile time of 8.9 seconds might actually get the Roadster a place among the fastest drag racers of all time. Moreover, the 250 mph top speed also reserves the seat for this automobile on the pantheon of top speed, somewhere behind Koenigseggs Regera. The all-new Tesla will get a 3-electric motor powertrain with an all-wheel drive capability that connects to a 200 kWh battery. Just recently, Elon Musk has tweeted that the expected range should be over 620 miles at the highway speeds. VW ID.R. Built to conquer the 2018 Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, this VW electric car packs some serious capabilities. It sits on the brand's new MAB platform, which is equipped with a pair of electric motors, delivering a total power output of 689 HP and 479 pound-feet of torque. In addition, the auto weighs only 2,500 pounds and is capable of going from 0 to 60 in just 2.25 seconds. With such acceleration, the new VW is actually slightly faster than the Model S launching in ludicrous mode. Being one of the fastest automobiles ever built by VW, the ID.R supercar can even challenge Formula E and Formula 1 racers. The CV actually managed to beat the all-time record at Pikes Peak, which was set back in 2016, and now the new top result is 7 minutes 57 seconds. In case these supercars have inspired you to become an owner of an electric vehicle, make sure to visit our buying guides and news releases within the EV topic. The links are displayed in the description and information cards, but do not forget to finish this episode first. Let's keep rolling! Rimac C2. You've probably already heard about the Croatian electric car called Rimac C2 that is mentioned every time whenever someone is trying to rebuff the fact that the Tesla Roadster is the fastest EV on the planet. In 2019, this automobile was brought to Geneva, now wearing bright Arctic white livery with blue carbon fiber accents. The new Rimac is closer to production than it has ever been, though the company still promises that several powertrain improvements will be seen in the customer-spec units. The car is powered by 4 electric motors, one at each individual wheel, with a combined power output of 1.4 MW or 1,914 horsepower. The claimed 0-60 acceleration of 1.85 seconds plus the 258 mph top speed get it the spot among the fastest automobiles regardless electric or ICE. The production of this car is due by 2020, and all 150 planned units have already been sold at the staggering price of $2.1 million, plus extras of course. Audi BB18E Tron. This electric hypercar is inspired by Audi's previous successes at 24-hour Le Mans race, and it is set to establish the brand's presence in the electric vehicles performance segment. The BB18E Tron has been confirmed for a limited production of 50 units and will be arriving in 2020. If the German automaker makes it on time, this will be the world's first solid-state battery automobile. Its 3 electric motors will net 670 horses and 612 pound-feet of torque in standard driving conditions, and up to 764 horses when the overboost function is on, resulting in 2 seconds 0-60 acceleration. One of the unique technologies implemented in this vehicle is a transformer cabin layout, which lets the entire cockpit to be shifted to the center, turning the vehicle from a standard 2-seater to a 1-seater racer. NIO EP9. Though this model has been around for a while, it still remains one of the fastest supercars in existence, regardless whether electric or ICE. It also holds the title of the fastest electric car to ever ride the Nordschleife, gained during a practical test on this Nürburgring track with a lap time of 6 minutes and 45 seconds. The car has the maximum output of 1,341 horsepower, demonstrating 2.7 seconds 0-60 acceleration and 195 mph top speed. All of this is possible due to the combined effort of 4 electric motors, fueled by 2 swappable batteries, good for 265 miles of range. The Neo costs $1.2 million, and the production is limited to just 16 units, 10 for the general public and 6 for the startup founders and investors. HispanoSuiza Carmen. The Hyperlux automaker HispanoSuiza was among the most recognizable names in the industry in 1920s and 1930s, but then the company switched to production of aircraft engines during the World War II. Now, almost a century later, a great-grandson of the company's founder, Miguel Sucre Mateo, plans to return the brand's former glory with an all-electric Carmen model named after his mother. The EV's design is inspired by the 1938 Dubonnet Xenia, but the car is actually built on the modern carbon fiber monocoque chassis. The Carmen gets its power from 2 electric motors with 1000 horses of output, has the top speed of 155 mph and 0 to 60 time of just under 3 seconds. The company plans to build only 19 of these in the period from 2019 to 2021, and each will be priced at around $2 million. Aston Martin Rapide E. For the 2020 model year, Aston Martin's supercar range is joined by the Rapide E, the first production electric car in its class that will be sold under the Lagonda sub-brand. Developed in cooperation with Williams Advanced Engineering, the new model is 8% more aerodynamic than the V12-engined Rapide sedan and targets the performance characteristics of its AMR version. It comes powered by rear-mounted twin electric motors and a 65 kWh battery pack that is encased in carbon fiber and Kevlar and takes space previously occupied by the internal combustion powertrain and the fuel tank. The setup delivers 612 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque and allows for 200 miles of driving on a full battery. Aston Martin also promises several charging options, a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and the sub-4 second 0 to 60 acceleration. So what is your verdict? Do you agree that electric cars have already caught up with ICE models and overcame them on many levels? Share your ideas in the comment section. Do not hesitate to watch more episodes on our channel, the links are on the screen, and of course make sure to share this video to spread the electric revolution. You've been watching Automotive Territory, and may the torque be with you!